Starting back with Geek Week. Come on, focus. Camera's a problem focusing sometimes. You know, when I was a kid, there were a lot of, cool things that were still, they weren't past, they weren't around, they weren't gone either. Like, I think I saw this on TV back in 94, I think. I mean, even though I know it came out in 86. But I thought it was good. I mean, I didn't know much about the cartoon. I know about Optimus Prime, from what I think my brother taught me, older brother. I don't know, the thing about, when we have a thing called, titles like this, the movie, like, I never understood why they call it The Transformers. I mean, why not just call it, Transformers, the movie, because The Transformers, the movie, doesn't really make a whole lot of, have a good ring to it. Well, for some reason, Hub calls it Transformers, the animated movie. Well, it is animated, but then again, it is a cartoon. But it's like with the movie, when they call it the movie, it's like it has a chance to change the show. I mean, it's based off the show. I mean, it's not just them showing the show, it's a story within the show. Like, kind of like that. It was good. And they made Ninja Turtles, the movie. It's sort of a mixture of the cartoon and the comic book. Like people say they took out the Shredder too easily. Well, that's kind of how they took him out in the comics. It's got like the grit of the comics a little bit. But this is kids came to see this. I mean, I didn't see it yet. I mean, I was just born this year this movie came out. I saw it in 94 with that on TV. But I went to theaters to see this. I dragged my mom and my brother came along for the ride because, he kind of liked how corny the show was. I liked the show. It was actually one of the first, TV shows I watched. And I saw this in 95, and I thought this was kind of cool. And what's weird, though, it didn't change the show like that movie did. It's a story within itself. And this movie was made crap ton of money. And, I was also into some, I guess you can't really call them anime, really. They're much part of American culture, in that kind of sense. Like Pokemon just... if anyone remembers the summer of 97, that was a really big summer. This thing was just everywhere. You couldn't go 2 feet without seeing it. Now it's just kind of, a little bit in obscurity. A little bit of obscurity. You got to be a fan. I'm kind of a fan. I'm kind of a fan still, a little bit. Not the cartoon. The game itself. And I never got to see this in theaters. I had to watch it on TV. We did so much with this movie, that during that summer. Like, Mom got us... if you remember the Christmas stuff, Burger King, huge. I don't. And I never got to see this in theaters either. It wasn't that big of a fan. I like Digimon as well, but only up to the not season 2. Don't like season 2. I just don't. We got the next generation. It's kind of weird. I saw this in theaters with a bunch of my friends. This was kind of cool. didn't change the show. Like none of this other stuff kind of happened. But I mean, I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But you know, I'm a major geek about this stuff. Major.